The moment she stepped through the door is burned into my memory. It was barely past 6 a.m., the sky still brushed with that soft, gray-blue light before sunrise. I'd been sitting in the kitchen since 4, nursing a mug of cold coffee and listening for the sound of her key in a lock. When it finally turned, I didn't feel relief, just certainty. She walked in with a brightness that didn't belong to someone who'd been out all night. Not exhaustion. Not remorse. Something else, like she was carrying a secret she thought no one would ever uncover. Her makeup was smudged, her heels dangling from her fingers, hair slightly wild, like she'd been twirling on some dance floor or in someone's arms. I already knew which one it was. "Hey, babe," she said lightly, closing the door with her hip. "Didn't want to wake you. Girls' night went long." I didn't respond. She didn't notice. Too busy kicking her shoes aside and moving toward the fridge as if it were any other quiet morning. Then she finally looked at me, sitting at the table, hands folded, eyes on her. The smile on her face stuttered. "You're up early," she said, trying to sound like nothing was wrong. I nodded. The envelope in front of me felt like it weighed 30 pounds. "Couldn't sleep," I said. "Had a lot on my mind." She glanced at the envelope, but didn't dare ask. She poured herself a glass of orange juice, leaning on the counter with a stiffness she couldn't hide. Something in her posture told me she sensed a shift, something she didn't want to acknowledge. I rose from the chair, slow and deliberate, and pushed the envelope toward her. "What's this?" she asked, her voice tightening. "Open it." For a second she froze. Then she ripped it open and slid the photos out. Her entire expression collapsed in one silent exhale. The confidence, the casualness, the careless little smirk, gone. The pictures were clear, very clear, taken by a mutual friend who just happened to be at the same bar. He didn't even know she was my wife until he recognized her from old social posts. He sent the pictures with one line: "You should see this, man." Her in a dress she never wore for me. Her leaning into some guy at the bar. Her leaving with him. Their hands locked. The hotel entrance. She stared at the photos like she was looking at her own ghost. No excuses. No denial. Her face drained of every last bit of color. "I can explain," she whispered, but even she didn't believe the words. "You already did," I said. "Last night." She stepped toward me, reaching out as if touching me would erase the evidence. "It was a mistake. I was drunk. It didn't mean anything. I was home," I said quietly, "waiting for you. I made dinner, lit candles, thought maybe we could talk, find our way back to each other." Her eyes flooded, tears rolling over the hand she lifted to her mouth. "I waited until midnight," I continued. "Then the photos came." She broke then, silent tears, trembling shoulders. She looked smaller, like the truth had hollowed her out. I reached for the second envelope, much thicker, and dropped it onto the table. "What is that?" she asked, barely able to get the words out. "Divorce papers. Already signed. All that's missing is your name." Her breath hitched like she'd been punched. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't lash out. I just told her what I had done. Collected everything. The screenshots. The messages. Even her own check-ins from the night. It was all there. "I'm not here to argue," I said. "I'm done." She sat down slowly, staring at the envelope like it threatened to burn her fingers. Tears slid down her face. When she finally spoke, her voice was so faint I almost didn't hear it. "I thought you didn't care anymore." That cut deeper than the photos ever could. "I cared," I said. "That's the part that hurts the most. I cared so much I kept hoping you'd come back to me. But you were already leaving long before last night." The kitchen went silent except for her quiet sobs. I picked up my keys, walked to the door, and turned once to look at her, small, shaken, crumpled over the mess she created. "You were right about one thing," I said. "This is the last time you'll ever see me cry over you." And I left. No slammed door. No shouting. No dramatic exit. Just the soft click of the door behind me, because sometimes the quiet goodbye is the one that ends everything.